Resident Evil 2 is a feast of secrets and Easter eggs, and I've dug up some new ones that left me shocked. Like the developer names hidden right here before the game even begins. We'll learn all about it and more as I translate the Biohazard 2 official guidebook. There are secret features, character and monster data, and some eye-opening Q&A with director Hideki Kamiya. I'm Will from Raccoon City Cinema, and welcome to Resident Evil 2 Secrets from the Guidebook. And a quick thank you to Welsh, who helped make this video possible. Make sure to follow him on Twitter for the amazing stuff he digs up, like RE1's Lost Tower. I'll put a link down below. There are 30 secret features, and while many have been covered before, I've learned some new stuff that blew me away. So I'll quickly run through them all, and we'll kick it off with number 30. The Secret Film. Examine Wesker's desk 50 times and you'll get the fairly well-known secret picture of Rookie Stars member Rebecca Chambers. But what's not so well known is that this picture was entirely because of CG model designer Shiraishi Tetsuya, who has a bit of a history with Rebecca.
But it's strange.
In the director's cut of Resident Evil 1, Rebecca got a new costume, but Barry didn't. That's because Shiraishi voluntarily designed the costume for Rebecca, even though it wasn't planned. So thank you, Shiraishi-san, for your interesting dedication.
Yes, sir.
Number 29. Normally you can't see the main gate of the R.P.D, but if you kill the two zombies outside, you can examine it and the camera angle will change to the front. However, once you change the camera, you won't be able to see it again until you enter the police station. Number 28. Different health bar wiping colors and direction. If you restore your HP, the moving line will be green. Recover from poison, and it's blue. Recover a combination of poison and health, and it'll be yellow. Something I've never noticed since 1998. Number 27. Annette's behavior changes depending on Ada's equipment. When playing as Ada, Annette will shoot the gun out of her hands. If you unequip the gun before the scene, Annette will shoot the railing instead. In that case, the scene where Ada picks up the gun is omitted. So if you unequip the gun, you'll save about 3 seconds. This got me wondering how to affect other scenes as well. And if you back into the gun shop, your foot will be slightly over the foreground.
What are you doing here?
In most scenes, the character will turn around, but if you back into the liquor encounter, there's no turning animation. And Annette makes an amazing shot here. Number 26. Turn at high speeds. When a juvenile G is attached to the player, hold the R1 button and press the L button repeatedly to rotate the character at high speed. However, this action will not shake off the attackers. It only works when auto-aim is enabled. The book says this should only be done when you have enough HP, but I say you should only use it to impress your friends. Number 25. Secrets in the background. And there are a lot. Aruka's is the well-known Easter egg of Sakura from Street Fighter, but spelled backwards. However, there are developer names everywhere. In the first area, we have Imustat, which is Tatsumi spelled backwards. This is Tatsumi Nobuhiro, credited as a texture designer. This one even slipped by Darkside Chronicles, and they incorrectly wrote it as Imuspot. Amaset is Teshima Yoshiaki, an effect animator. And we have Matsunami written in Japanese, who is Matsunami Yasuyuki. And I didn't forget Amagamis, which is Shimogama Ryoji, who made the texture for the Hunter Alpha and designed the liquor. But did you know Shimogama is also referenced here? Move the camera angle and it says Monkey Wheels. That's because Shimogama rode a Honda motorbike called Monkey, which was his nickname. While we're here, did you notice Yo for it? That's because at the time the CG team was apparently really into yo-yos. Shimogama's name is one of the first names you'll see after starting the game. That's right, hidden in plain sight, the blink and you'll miss it Easter egg. It's pretty blurry, but it contains names of the CG modeling team. In Japanese, numbers can be read in a few ways. So you have Matsunami Yasuyuki, Nishikawa Satoru, Shiraishi Tetsuya, Ogawa Jun, and Tazaki Junya. These are in fact the first staff names you'll see in the game. The one at the top says Tako-san, which is just an octopus and was put there as a joke. I wonder if it's because Capcom is based in Osaka, which is famous for takoyaki. Who knows? The names at the bottom are from the graphic design team. There's Koteyan, who is Kotegawa Muneyuki, Shimogama Ryoji again, Nishida Chie, and Okamura Shigeomi. And believe it or not, the last word is Mo Money. It's not so strange because I'm pretty sure Mo Money is in RE3 as well. There are surely more names and secrets in the background to be discovered, like the awning of the diner appears to say Yasu, which I'm guessing is Matsunami Yasuyuki again. Or maybe it's Yago, which could be dragonfly larva. I'm really not sure. You've probably seen the XDR logo written in quite a few places. This design was based on the Sega shooter of the same name. In the book, Kamiya points out Mugi Light as having meaning. My best guess is maybe they took two characters from writer Sugimura Noboru's name and put them backwards. Kamiya had great respect for Sugimura after all. Or maybe they love to drink cheap beer Mugi no Hikari, Hikari meaning light. All I can do is guess. Let me know what you think. Related to backgrounds, you might know about the elevator saying 3 men gorilla stance, but just above that is the name Komine Rena, a Japanese actress. Actually, all the text here is in Japanese. The first part seems to be about a food with 150 calories and a day's worth of essential vitamins. Also, the character Gachapin. The next screen appears to talk about movies, a TV commercial, and a famous TV show Sannen Bigumi Kinpachi Sensei, which featured the actress Komine Rena. The text is so blurry I can only read about half of it, but if I figure it all out, I'll probably make a dedicated video. With the amount of background details, I'm still noticing things, like how the map of the US is backwards here, but not here. Or the sign in the intro is actually from a place in France, surely foreshadowing where Claire will go. Number 24, shoot the screen. You can shoot the screen after changing camera angles and the bullets will break the glass, but they must hit a specific point. It's easiest to use the shotgun. Number 23, you'll get gameplay hints during the demo screen, like letting you know you can move statues and how to fight zombies. There are slight differences across platforms as they've been recreated for each version. Number 22, refilling items. Some of your partner's equipment like ammo and first aid sprays are refilled the second time you play as them if they're used during the first. Also, when playing as Leon, Ada has an infinite number of bullets. Number 21. If Claire gets too far away from Sherry and she crouches, Claire will be unable to move to another room. But if you flip the switch on the factory turntable while Sherry is crouched, she will teleport next to you. Number 20. Sherry won't crouch while in the sewer water, and I really can't blame her. Hunk doesn't seem to mind. Originally, the water level was higher, but it was lowered when the staff noticed Hunk wouldn't survive. Check out the Crimson Head interview with Kazuhiro Aoyama for more about the Grim Reaper.
Guess there's no keeping down the Grim Reaper, huh?
Number 19. Sherry can do things that other characters can't. She can hold hands with Claire when they're close. She will crouch when Claire is too far away. Sometimes she will lose her footing when she's climbing, much to the delight of speedrunners everywhere. Number 18. Sharing a heart. If the partner character dies, then so will the protagonist. Number 17. Move without the D-pad. If you keep pressing the R1 button to ready your weapon, you will move forward little by little. If you use the knife, you'll move backwards. Which sounds like a great challenge video. Number 16. Playing with fire. You can touch the fire and the player will react painfully, but you won't take any damage. Be careful though, because you can be attacked while you're stunned. Number 15. The trapped liquor. Go to the monitor room without defeating any of the liquors in the passageway. When you return, the liquor that should have fallen from the ceiling won't. You can only see the panel when the liquor is present. Number 14. Defeat Mr. X and he'll leave some ammo. If you leave the room and come back, the body will be gone, but the ammo will remain. Note that in the case of Zombie Brad, if you leave the body, the key will disappear too. Number 13. The secret of the lift lamp. The color on the elevator changes depending on the following. Green is normal when at the top, and yellow at the bottom when nothing is happening. Blue means it's moving down, and purple means moving up, but purple looks pretty blue to me. Red means luggage is not properly loaded on the lift. Number 12. International versions of Resident Evil, you can pause the game by pressing start on PlayStation, but you can't do this in the Japanese release. To pause the game, you need to pull the controller out of the system. This works on the Dreamcast and on GameCube too. Number 11. The surprising effect of custom parts. By combining the custom part with a weapon, it will replenish all the ammo up to the limit. So make sure to time it properly. Number 10. Ammo count is limited to 250. Excess ammo will be placed in an open inventory slot. Number 9. How to fire faster. With the handgun equipped, hold the fire button. If you press the R1 button the moment the hero fires, you can shoot the next bullet earlier than usual. For example, Leon shoots every 0.7 seconds, but you can get that to 0.4. If you have a controller with rapid fire, it's pretty easy to do. This also works in RE1 and RE3. Number 8. The player has supernatural powers?
I don't believe this.
If you hit the run button repeatedly when dashing, the main character's legs will hardly move and you'll appear to be hovering. However, movement is slower than a normal dash. When in danger, it looks faster, but a normal dash is still quicker. While hovering, it doesn't make footsteps, but a licker can still hear you. The only real advantage is that Claire can move at a speed that doesn't leave Sherry behind. Number 7. There are many variations of zombie states and behaviors.
Those zombies are everywhere.
You can take one arm off and it will shorten its attack range. The knife has a higher probability of removing an arm than other weapons. Destroy their heads with a shotgun aimed up or the rocket launcher and defeat the zombie regardless of damage dealt. The shotgun or magnum will destroy legs. Occasionally, only the upper torso will remain. Resurrection. A zombie that falls down forward has a probability of becoming a crawling zombie that uses foot bite. Vomit gastric acid. When the main character is on a step or Sherry is nearby, it will attack with stomach acid. Number 6. Some enemy attacks have special effects only when the player dies. The hero will let out a desperate cry. Death animations are censored in the Japanese release. Number 5. Turn off auto-aim cheat code. Press select and go to the config screen. Hold the R1 button and press the square button 3 times. The letters of key config will change from white to red. In the DualShock edition, you can just press start. Number 4. There are unlockable costumes, but Leon's will offer more than cosmetic changes. He will also get an increased rate of fire. Claire's costume was also designed by Shiraishi Tetsuya. She gets the Colt SAA to make up for only having one costume. You can unlock Brad by completing a B scenario and getting to the R.P.D without picking up any items. You'll get the closet key by defeating the Brad zombie. Brad has 5 times the HP of a normal zombie, but you can enter the R.P.D and gather supplies there. Or, if you can bait the leg attack, you can knock off Brad's head. I should also mention, in the N64 version, Claire gets a different costume based on the developer Angel Studios logo, who later became Rockstar San Diego. Leon gets a biker costume, and his very own STARS uniform. Number 3. Secret weapons. You can unlock secret weapons under the following conditions. Number 2. Unlock the Tofu Survivor by getting an A rank 6 times, like playing the AB scenarios. Tofu was voiced by programmer Katsutoshi Karatsuma, whose nickname is Karayan. Speaking of voices, G. Birkin's voice was provided by RE3 director Aoyama Kazuhiro, who also directed the 4th Survivor minigame in RE2. The iconic title screen voice is different on the GameCube.
Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2. So you've made it this far.
Number 1. Clear the B scenario of Leon or Claire with an A rank and you'll unlock the 4th Survivor minigame. If you have Biohazard Director's Cut, you can use the complete disc and copy a saved game to unlock it. Or, you can use the cheat code on the N64 to save some time.
Mission accomplished.
Join me for part 2, where we'll look at the characters and Q&A portion of the Biohazard 2 official guidebook. Thanks for watching, and again a big thank you to Welsh for providing his unique insight. I've linked his Twitter account if you want to know the most obscure Resident Evil and horror movie details.